11 is factoring special cases. Our learning objective is to factor perfect square trinomials and the differences of two squares. So let's highlight our vocab words. Perfect square trinomials. Remember, that's the three terms. And then differences means subtractions. And here's the word squares again. So I want you guys to write down these little formulas. I'll underline it so it doesn't mess up. So ax squared plus 2bx plus b squared in factored form is a plus b times a plus b, and if you want to write it in shorthand, equals a plus b squared. Alright, so and then we have the scenario where you have ax squared minus, so you get a negative sign, 2bx plus b squared. It's equal to a minus b times a minus b. And if you're like me, you just want to write one a minus b, so you go a minus b squared. I'm going to show you an example of how that works. Alright, so when you have 25m squared minus 60m plus 36, we have to see how it fits into, it's actually going to fit into this scenario up here. What value is my a? Alright, so make sure you rewrite these little problems that I gave you without the x. It's just a squared right here. Yikes, that was almost close. Okay, so in this scenario, we have to identify what a squared is and identify what b squared is and pull out the a and b. So if a squared is 25m squared, a is the square root of that. So what's the square root of 25? 5. And what's the square root of m squared? Yeah. And if b squared is 36, what is b? So if I know that a is 5m and b is 6, then I can say that this is equal to a minus b squared. Alright, so the second item that I have for you guys is a difference of squares. So I have a squared minus b squared. So if you just have two terms, so this is a binomial, and a, you notice that the first term is a square and the second term is a square, and they have a little minus sign in the middle, you can rewrite them, you can factor them out as a plus b and a minus b. So let's do that for a couple of these problems. So if I have d squared minus 81, if this is a squared, what is the a value? So if d squared is equal to a squared, what is a? Think about square roots. A squared is equal to b squared, then 1a, singleton a should be equal to singleton b. And if 81 is b squared, what is just regular b? It's the square root of 81. 9. So then I can rewrite this as d plus 9 and d minus 9. I picked one that's a little bit harder because I wanted you guys to see a little bit more sophistication. 50 is not a perfect square, so I'm in trouble. I just give up and I don't write the right answer down and I get no credit, right? Or you can say, can I factor something out of here? What goes into 50 and into 8? What factors? For sure, 2, because they're both even. So if I pull out a 2, I have a 25n squared, and I have a minus 4. Is 25 a perfect square? Yes. And is 4 a perfect square? Yes. So then I can, keeping the 2, because he's a part of our life, we can't just get rid of him, poor little guy. We can rewrite this as, what's the square root of 25? 5, and plus, what's the square root of 4? 2 times 5 and minus 2. So this factors out. We have to take our common factor out first. And once we do that, we can see then we have some perfect squares there.